The act of helping others is often seen as the pinnacle of human kindness, a noble endeavor that brings joy and fulfillment. But what if I told you that this selfless act could sometimes lead to unexpected harm, not just to ourselves, but also to those we aim to help? As Marcus Aurelius once reflected, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. This wisdom reminds us to balance compassion with rational self-care, a balance that is often harder to maintain than we think. Today, we're diving into the lesser-known side of altruism, uncovering 13 surprising ways that helping others can actually harm you. From emotional burnout to the erosion of personal boundaries, these insights may challenge what you thought you knew about kindness. STOICISM. Because understanding these hidden pitfalls could be the key to helping others more effectively while also protecting your own well-being. And if you appreciate what we're doing here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and watch until the end. You won't want to miss a single insight. Number 1. The martyr syndrome. In Stoic philosophy, especially in the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, there is a strong emphasis on self-care. He often reminded himself that in order to help others effectively, one must first maintain their own health and balance. He wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your judgment of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." This highlights a core Stoic idea: inner stability must come first. When we constantly put others before ourselves, we risk draining our emotional energy. This is where the martyr syndrome begins. Over time, it can lead to burnout, resentment, and even feelings of inadequacy. Seneca warned about overextending ourselves, reminding us that it is not that we have little time, but that we waste much of it in this context. Helping others without limits becomes a form of self-neglect. Think about it. If you are always responding to the needs of others' family, friends, colleagues while ignoring your own, it is only a matter of time before you feel exhausted. This pattern slowly erodes your well-being, leaving you drained and underappreciated. The Stoics never said we should stop helping others, but they did teach us to recognize when to step back. Epictetus emphasized focusing on what is within our control. Stoicism teaches us to meet these moments with awareness and rationality, to recognize when helping others is no longer healthy and when it is time to protect our own peace. By recognizing these feelings early, we can take steps to address them, perhaps by communicating our needs more clearly or by setting healthier boundaries. Number 2. Dependency issues. Have you ever noticed that the more you help someone, the more they seem to rely on you? This is an important dynamic to understand. While our intentions may be good, excessive help can unintentionally create dependency, ultimately limiting the other person's growth and independence. Epictetus taught that we should help others by empowering them to use their own strengths. He famously said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it," instead of always providing answers. We should guide others to find their own solutions, helping them develop resilience and self-sufficiency. Over time, dependency can lead to what is known as learned helplessness. When people become used to receiving help for every difficulty, they may begin to believe they cannot handle challenges on their own. This weakens their confidence and ability to face life independently. Seneca emphasized self-reliance, reminding us that relying too much on others can limit our growth. In professional environments, this can appear as micromanagement. A leader who constantly corrects their team may believe they are helping, but in reality, they may be limiting initiative and creativity. Employees can become dependent, losing confidence in their own abilities. Marcus Aurelius highlighted the importance of allowing others to grow through their own efforts. Number 3. Emotional drain. When we dedicate ourselves to helping others, especially during difficult times, it is easy to become emotionally overwhelmed. This emotional burden can lead to exhaustion, burnout, and compassion fatigue. Seneca warned that he who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary. By taking on the emotional weight of others, we can unintentionally increase our own suffering. Imagine constantly carrying the burdens of others, absorbing their stress and pain. Over time, this becomes overwhelming. The Stoics encouraged rational detachment, supporting others with care, but without losing ourselves in their struggles. Without clear boundaries, we risk emotional depletion, leaving little energy for our own well-being. This can result in compassion fatigue, where we lose the ability to feel empathy effectively. Stoicism teaches us to prevent this by maintaining boundaries and practicing self-care. Developing emotional resilience is essential. It allows us to support others while protecting our own mental and emotional health. Marcus Aurelius described life as a struggle that requires strength and endurance, reminding us that resilience is necessary in all aspects of life, including helping others. Number 4, enabling destructive behavior. Sometimes our desire to help can unintentionally support harmful patterns. When we remove the consequences of someone's actions, we may prevent them from learning and growing. Marcus Aurelius advised, waste no more time arguing about what a good person should be one. This reminds us to lead by example rather than enabling harmful behavior. Helping others requires balance. We must show empathy while also encouraging responsibility. This may involve setting boundaries, offering honest feedback, or guiding them toward resources that promote real change. Seneca reminded us that courage is essential even in helping others face their challenges directly. If we enable destructive behavior, we may create dependency and prevent growth. Stoicism teaches that true help often involves challenge, not just comfort. Number 5, loss of identity. When we become too focused on helping others, we risk losing ourselves. This loss of identity can happen gradually, affecting our sense of purpose and well-being. In trying to support others, we may neglect our own interests, passions, and goals. Imagine a life where all your time is spent solving other people's problems. While this may seem noble, it can come at a cost: the slow fading of your own identity. Epictetus emphasized the importance of knowing yourself. He said, "First know who you are and then act accordingly." Maintaining your identity is essential even while helping others. This means that understanding and nurturing our true selves is essential even as we extend help to others. Personal identity is the core of who we are, our values, interests, beliefs, and dreams. When we consistently prioritize the needs of others over our own, we risk becoming defined solely by our role as helpers rather than by our individuality and aspirations. This can lead to a loss of self-worth and fulfillment, as we begin to see ourselves only through the lens of what we give to others. Maintaining personal boundaries and pursuing our own interests is crucial in protecting our identity. The Stoics believed in balance between caring for others and caring for ourselves. Engaging in activities that bring us joy and fulfillment, such as painting, hiking, or playing music, reminds us that we are more than just caregivers. These moments help us reconnect with ourselves and restore our energy. Setting clear boundaries is equally important. By defining when and how we are available to help, we create space for our own needs and priorities. This may involve limiting the time we dedicate to others or respectfully declining requests when we feel overwhelmed. Without these boundaries, we risk emotional exhaustion and a gradual loss of identity. The loss of identity also affects mental and emotional well-being. When we neglect our own needs, we may experience emptiness and dissatisfaction. Number 6, financial strain. From a Stoic perspective, managing resources wisely is essential. Seneca emphasized prudence in all aspects of life, including finances. He stated, "Wealth is the slave of a wise man and the master of a fool." This reflects the Stoic belief that while generosity is admirable, it must be guided by wisdom and self-control. Providing financial support can create strain, especially when it is not appreciated or reciprocated. Over time, this can lead to frustration and emotional stress. The Stoics remind us to maintain inner peace and not allow external situations to disturb our balance. Setting financial boundaries is essential. This means being clear about when and how you are willing to help. It may involve offering non-financial support instead, such as advice, encouragement, or practical assistance. Learning to say no is also important, even if it feels uncomfortable. The Stoic principle of focusing on what is within our control applies here. We cannot solve everyone's financial problems, but we can choose how we respond. By being intentional with our generosity, we protect both our resources and our peace of mind. Ultimately, it is important to recognize that financial help is not always the most effective form of support. Number 7, neglecting personal needs. When we constantly put others first, it becomes easy to overlook our own physical, emotional, and mental well-being. This neglect can lead to serious consequences such as burnout, health issues, and a diminished sense of self-worth. Imagine always being on call, responding to the needs of others while ignoring your own. This might mean skipping meals, sacrificing sleep, or neglecting exercise. Over time, this pattern can severely impact your health, leading to fatigue, illness, and even long-term conditions. The Stoics emphasized the importance of maintaining both physical and mental well-being. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the body should be disciplined so that it does not become a burden to the mind. This highlights the importance of caring for your physical health in order to function effectively and support others. Emotionally, neglecting your own needs can lead to exhaustion and resentment. When you give continuously without replenishing yourself, you may begin to feel drained and unappreciated. Stoicism teaches the importance of emotional balance, ensuring that we do not allow external demands to disrupt our inner peace. Stoicism teaches the importance of emotional balance, ensuring that we do not allow external demands to disrupt our inner peace. Mental well-being is also affected. Constantly focusing on others leaves little space for activities that nourish your mind, such as reading, reflecting, or engaging in hobbies. These activities are essential for clarity and purpose. Seneca wrote, "It is not how long life is, but how well it is lived." This reminds us to invest time in what enriches our lives. Maintaining balance requires intentional effort. This may include setting aside time for self-care each day, whether through meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature. The Stoics valued discipline and routine as tools for living a balanced life. Setting boundaries is also essential. This means knowing when to say no, especially when you feel overwhelmed, and ensuring that you protect time for yourself. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This highlights the importance of protecting your autonomy and well-being. Self-compassion is equally important. Just as you show kindness to others, you must extend that same understanding to yourself. Number 8, resentment and bitterness. Even with good intentions, feelings of resentment can gradually develop, especially when your efforts are not appreciated or reciprocated. Over time, this emotional buildup can damage relationships and take away the joy of helping others. The Stoics offer valuable guidance in dealing with these emotions. Seneca emphasized the importance of maintaining inner tranquility and not allowing external circumstances to disturb our peace of mind. He suggested that our perception and response to events play a central role in our emotional well-being. When we feel unappreciated or taken for granted, it is our reaction to these feelings that determines whether resentment grows or fades. Resentment can be especially strong when the help we provide is not returned. A lack of gratitude, failure to acknowledge our efforts, or unwillingness to offer support in return can lead to bitterness and disillusionment. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our own actions and intentions rather than the reactions of others. Managing resentment requires conscious effort. One effective approach is empathy, trying to understand the perspective and circumstances of the other person. By recognizing that their behavior may be shaped by their own struggles and limitations, we can develop compassion and reduce emotional tension. Addressing resentment also requires honesty and self-awareness. This may involve journaling, seeking guidance, or having open conversations with those involved. By confronting these emotions directly, we create an opportunity for healing and resolution. Letting go of resentment allows us to regain emotional balance and inner peace. Ultimately, Stoicism teaches that protecting our inner calm is essential. By managing resentment wisely, we can continue to support others without sacrificing our own well-being. Number 9. Impact on relationships. In personal relationships, constantly helping others can create imbalance. One person may begin to feel neglected or overlooked. Imagine a situation where someone dedicates most of their time and energy to helping others, leaving their partner or close friends feeling unimportant. Even with good intentions, this imbalance can create dissatisfaction and emotional distance. Over time, relationships may begin to feel transactional, focused more on giving and receiving help than on genuine connection. This can lead to feelings of isolation as emotional depth and authenticity are replaced by roles such as helper or rescuer. Seneca emphasized the importance of meaningful and balanced relationships. When one person consistently gives and the other receives, it creates dependency and disrupts equality. Marcus Aurelius highlighted the value of mutual respect and balance. Healthy relationships should involve equal support and understanding, not a constant imbalance between giver and receiver. To maintain strong relationships, it is essential to prioritize quality time with loved ones. This means being present, free from distractions and external obligations. Setting aside time for meaningful conversations and shared experiences helps strengthen emotional bonds. Practicing empathy within relationships is equally important. By actively listening to others and understanding their needs, we create an environment where people feel valued and respected. Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This reminds us that listening is the foundation of strong and meaningful relationships. Number 10. Compassion fatigue. The Stoics, particularly Seneca and Epictetus, emphasized the importance of protecting inner tranquility and not becoming overly entangled in the emotional struggles of others. Seneca wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This principle reminds us that, while it is important to be present and supportive, we must also protect our own emotional well-being. Imagine a healthcare worker caring for distressed patients day after day, or a social worker listening to traumatic stories continuously. While their intentions are noble, constant exposure to suffering can take a serious toll on their mental health. Marcus Aurelius emphasized focusing on what we can control our reactions and emotional state in order to protect ourselves from the effects of compassion fatigue. Setting healthy boundaries and practicing self-compassion are equally important. Recognizing your limits and learning to say no when necessary helps prevent burnout. Cultivating rational detachment, a key Stoic principle, allows us to care for others without becoming overwhelmed by their suffering. Epictetus advised, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." Epictetus advised, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." This reminds us to focus on our actions and accept what we cannot change. Through this approach, we can continue to help others without sacrificing our own well-being. Number 11. Unrealistic expectations. When we dedicate ourselves to helping others, there is often an unspoken pressure to always be available, no matter the cost. This can lead to unrealistic expectations from others and from ourselves, creating a cycle of stress and exhaustion. Epictetus emphasized the importance of setting limits and managing expectations. He taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This insight is especially relevant when dealing with external demands. By recognizing our limits and controlling our responses, we can maintain a healthier balance between helping others and caring for ourselves. Setting realistic boundaries is essential. This may involve clearly communicating when and how you are available to help. By establishing these limits, you create a sustainable framework for relationships. Managing expectations also requires self-awareness and the ability to advocate for yourself. It means acknowledging your capacity and accepting that you cannot meet every demand. Sometimes this may disappoint others, but it is necessary to protect your well-being. The Stoics believed in self-mastery and focusing on what is within our control. In professional settings, unrealistic expectations can appear as a constant stream of tasks and responsibilities, leading to chronic stress and burnout. A manager who expects employees to always be available may unintentionally create an unhealthy and unsustainable work environment. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of leading by example and maintaining balance. He wrote, "The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself among the irrational." This reminds us to step back from unhealthy norms and build a more balanced approach to work and life. Managing unrealistic expectations requires a mindset of acceptance and flexibility. The Stoics taught that while we cannot control the demands of others, we can control our responses. By letting go of the need to meet every expectation, we reduce stress and protect our inner peace. Number 12. Self-neglect. When we consistently prioritize others over ourselves, we risk neglecting our physical, emotional, and mental well-being. This can lead to burnout, health issues, and a reduced sense of self-worth. From a Stoic perspective, neglecting oneself is a failure to fulfill our primary responsibility to maintain our own stability. Epictetus and Seneca both emphasized the importance of balance. Epictetus taught the importance of turning inward, focusing on self-reflection and understanding the mind. This highlights the role of self-awareness as the foundation of a stable life. When we ignore our own needs, we may neglect essential habits like sleep, nutrition, and exercise. Over time, this leads to fatigue and physical decline. Emotionally, it can result in exhaustion, resentment, and burnout. When we give continuously without restoring ourselves, we become depleted. Seneca reminded us that caring for ourselves is essential to caring for others effectively. This reflects the Stoic idea that self-care and contribution are interconnected. Mental well-being also suffers when we neglect ourselves. Constantly focusing outward leaves little space for reflection, learning, or creative pursuits. Activities like reading, meditation, or hobbies are essential for clarity and purpose. To maintain balance, we must intentionally prioritize self-care. This includes setting aside time each day for reflection, rest, and personal growth. The Stoics believed in discipline and routine as tools for building a virtuous life. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The obstacle to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This reminds us to integrate self-care into daily life, even when it feels difficult. Setting boundaries is also critical. This means knowing when to say no and protecting time for yourself. Practicing self-compassion is equally important, treating yourself with the same kindness you offer others. By prioritizing your well-being, you restore your energy and become more capable of supporting others in a meaningful way. Number 13, overlit flex. When we are deeply invested in helping someone, it becomes easy to ignore warning signs of harmful behavior. This can lead to serious consequences for both parties. Imagine a situation where someone continually excuses toxic behavior in a relationship, believing they can fix or change the other person. Over time, this can create a cycle where harmful behavior is enabled instead of addressed. Stoicism teaches us to face reality with clarity and courage. Ignoring red flags often comes from a desire to maintain harmony, but it prevents real solutions from emerging. Seneca wrote, "He who is brave is free." This highlights the courage required to confront difficult truths. Addressing red flags requires self-awareness and honesty. We must recognize when our own biases prevent us from seeing reality clearly. Open communication is essential. Express concerns calmly and respectfully, creating a space where truth can be discussed without judgment. Seneca also emphasized understanding in relationships, reminding us that true connection comes from mutual awareness. Seeking outside perspectives can also help. Trusted friends or professionals may offer clarity that we cannot see ourselves. As we conclude this journey into the complexities of helping others, remember this: true compassion begins with self-care. By applying Stoic wisdom, setting boundaries, maintaining balance, and cultivating resilience, you can support others without losing yourself. Thank you for being part of this journey. If you found value in today's discussion, explore more insights in the suggested videos. Stay strong, stay balanced, and continue seeking wisdom within.